When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had fought and killed the Sword of the North, Tonda Avan, and they were getting ready for another assault from the forces of northern Desirata. A cry goes out, and the party sees that it's not another attack, but reinforcements from Sylvia's Rest. The reinforcement party contains Estrella, Morgan's daughter, Linda Avec, an old friend to the party, as well as the Miapita of Leviathan Hearth in Sylvia's Rest, Kareen. There's also a bard named Finn. The Miapita explains that each person in their party has a different reason for being here. Hers is the body of Tonda Avan. Using the old goddess Marcia's power, she turns Tonda's body to vapor, and it wisps away in the wind. Kareen tells them that Manthuthians like Tonda that go against the wishes of their mother do not go to the island heaven promised to most Manthuthians. Rather, they are reincarnated as seals, where they are forever laying on the breakers of the ghost sea, barking for their mothers to come and take them home. Linda Avec was formerly the prime paladin of the Chaldite Church before she was accused of a religious breach. She takes Morgan and Marcus aside. She wishes to talk about church business. She says that the goddess Chaldicea is fighting the influence of Desirata and has purged the ranks of the church. Linda Avec was formerly a paladin, but she has been promoted to full priestess, and Marcus has been promoted to the prime paladin of the Chaldite Church. Morgan asks if there's anything else, since they need to get moving to Kadai. Linda tells her that the three of them will be going elsewhere to work on business for the church. Morgan says that shouldn't someone of a higher level be overseeing that? Linda then bows down to her and says that Morgan has been promoted to superior matriarch, or as it's called in the church, arch, overseeing all. Morgan is confused. She isn't senior in the church hierarchy. Linda tells her, on this one thing, she will not question the goddess. She says that the church needs a fighting matriarch, and she can think of no one better than Morgan. As the party eventually gathers back together, Keberdane tells the party that he will be leaving the group. He wishes to let his brethren mages know about the gate they found in the hills above Two Roads. He says that the more he thinks about it, the more he worries about it. He's decided he's going east to avoid Desirata and then north to Megadrill. He gives Australia and Scala a hug and gives one to Akai as well. And then he's off, walking down the road by himself, to the east. Marcus and Morgan say their goodbyes. Morgan says goodbye to her daughter and friends, as does Marcus. Scala asks the Miapita, Kareen, how is she going to get back to the Leviathan Hearth in Sylvia's Rest, having the body of a little girl? The girl says that she isn't going back to Sylvia's Rest. She watches Morgan and Marcus and Linda leave, and she cries. She tells Scala that the old goddess would not let her tell Lady Linda Avec that she was the spirit of her lost daughter who was killed by Tonda Avan years ago. Kareen said it hurt not being able to tell her mother. The party has completed her task for her, and now she can know final peace at the Heaven Isle of Morland. She smiles at Scala, and then is blown away like so much smoke and ash. The party introduces themselves to Finn the Bard and tells him what they're trying to do. They say that their primary mission is to help break the siege of the Fortress Lament, but they're not sure how they're going to do that or how they're going to get to the fortress. After a lot of back and forth, they decide that maybe going to Sylvia's Rest on the southern continent of Sada Kadish might be a better plan. But of course, that means going to Kadai and finding a boat going to the south. Once in Sylvia's Rest, they can ask the Jekena, Junico, what he wants them to do. They decide that's the best course of action, so the party heads south on the trade road. That night, they camp far off the road and try to find a good place for a defensive position. Scala has a most disturbing dream. In it, she sees Van Cherie, an opponent from a couple of months ago. She is naked and climbing up iron steps. Blacksmiths are fashioning something out of molten iron. It's a mask. As if in a dream, Cherie walks to where the blacksmiths are and places the still hot mask on her face. As she screams and falls to the ground, the smiths are on her and they drive nails through the mask in order to hold it in place. Scala hears the voice of Jekena's Distaria, and it says, "The other vessel, Tanda Avan, was weak, but this one shall be my sword of victory." Scala wakes up with a feeling of dread, realizing that she has just witnessed the final damnation of Van Cherie Hostigos. She wonders if there is a mask put aside for her. In the far distance, there are screams, and she's not sure if it's the echoes of Van Cherie or the screams of a distant Deathmaster on their trail.